In this video, I'm going to be covering the visual VFX all-in-one bundle. This video will cover the sound effects, light leaks, LUTs, morphing transitions, glitch transitions, all the many different aspects that this all-in-one bundle provides, and whether it is worth your time and money. My name's Dan, you're watching DanVinci, and let's jump into it. This video is kindly sponsored by Visual VFX, though I must stress they have given me full creative freedom pretty much to make this video. Okay, with that all out of the way, let's jump into the plugin. I actually filmed a video on this months before I moved house, and I never actually got a chance to finish it. So I'm going to go back to past me, you're going to watch that. Future me will be jumping in with more wisdom on the plugin. Installing this pack is really simple. All you need to do is double click the DRFX file and it'll open DaVinci Resolve, and you'll get a little pop-up window. Obviously I've already installed it, so it says overwrite, sorry, but yours would say install. You click install and boom, you've got it. That simple, in theory.
It's not that simple.
But it is. Okay, I think it's safe to say I'm not going to get through everything in this video because, well, it's only going to be a couple of minutes long, and there is, goodness me, there is hours of content here. Oh my god, I'm going to just like die old or something. Oh my god, that's sick. I've just jumped into the glitch transitions and I didn't realize how many there are, and by the looks of things, they are functioning. This is how it works with the Visual VFX all-in-one bundle. It will just go into your video transitions, and then from here you'll see this long list just here of basically all the various different transitions that you have, and there is so many. But they're good. Every transition that you drag into the timeline, at least from what I'm seeing here, you have controls in the inspector tab. Now this is fantastic because obviously if everyone downloaded this pack, everyone's work would look the same. But because you can control every transition and, well, make it your own, that's not going to be the case. Not everyone's content is going to look exactly the same if everyone buys this bundle. Okay, so at the minute, this is what the transition looks like, but let's make it different.
Let's do this.
Turn down the wiggle. I don't like the wiggle. And wiggle rotation, let's bring that down. Random wiggle as well. I don't really like the wiggle too much. Yeah. So what's interesting here is, I've never actually seen this happen before. The transitions here, I think, have the best playback I've ever seen in a plugin, full stop. The reason being, there's some kind of render cache going on here. I've never really seen it before. So when you play this back, completely smooth. Did you see that? I haven't got render cache on, so there's no render cache going on here. Look, if I go playback, render cache, nothing. So I don't really understand how this is working. If I play this one, because I haven't played it back before, it's really laggy. Watch this. Smooth, once I've played it back once. So I don't actually know what's going on here, but that's really interesting. Really good work, Visual VFX. Really good work. That is so impressive.
Most impressive.
Future Dan here, just butting in. With the added experience that I have now with this plugin, I must say, like I did just then, the glitch transitions do run smoothly. Very smoothly. If you guys have any understanding as to how there's some kind of render cache going on, please enlighten me in the comments. Don't expect to get this plugin and everything to run smoothly. I'd say 90% of the time, things do run slowly and you have to render in place. Unless you have like 20 4090s and like, I don't know, 6 14900KS CPUs and a 650 horsepower V12. I don't think you're going to be able to run this in real time, realistically. Back to 22-year-old me, I'm 23 now. Now, of course, any transition plugin is going to come with seamless transitions. So let's have a quick look at them. Oh, let's reverse that. Can we reverse it? Now that's sick. Come on. It matches the vibe of this edit as well, like dark, BMW, sort of dark, gritty, angry. So if you want to save a bit of money and you just want the transitions from this video, you can go with the transitions bundle, and you can use the link in the description for a bit of money off. Not all of these transitions do run entirely smoothly in real time. Now the glitch ones I'm really impressed with. They seem to just work once you've played them back once. Looking at the video transitions in the camera move folder, I've just put one down here, and although it plays back quite well, actually, it's not real time, and in comparison to the glitch transitions, it doesn't run as smoothly. But this isn't the end of the world. You can't have everything perfect, can you?
I want everything.
Most of you editors out there will understand that you just can't play back everything in real time. It's just the way of editing, the way of life. I feel like some guru, Master Oogway.
My time has come.
Okay, so render caching doesn't seem to necessarily help it, but let's render it in place. That's another alternative. So let's just select this, comp it, and then render in place. The one thing about filming and editing video is that, well, you have to wait for things to render, so you just waste precious time when you could be, making content.
Several days later.
So what's interesting is it's rendered in place the tracker, So simple case of me just leaving that on. So I think either that's a bug or it's my mistake there, but otherwise that looks really, really cool. Let's move on to the sound effects that come with this all-in-one bundle. Okay, so within the pack you get several different folders, and obviously we're going to be looking at the sound effects one. So if we double click on the sound effects one, you can see here we have 4 different folders. Obviously there's the whoosh sound effects, which I assume are for, you know, seamless transitions, you know, the zooms, the wipes and all that jazz. All right, future Dan here. So I've had a play around with the sound effects. I can definitely say these are very, very high quality. No signs of compression, really clear. Here are a few examples. Now, obviously I can't show all of them, otherwise you guys would just have access to all the sound effects, but here's just 2 or 3 of my favorites. They are very, very high quality. You're not going to be disappointed, and you're not going to get tired of the same transitions for a very, very long time, which is really impressive.
That was really impressive.
Okay, so enough with the sound effects. Let's move on to the LUTs. When you go into the color page and you just hover over the LUTs here, there's a little LUT button here, and right click on it and click open in file location. This will open where all your LUTs are. Then it's literally a simple case of dragging the folder which contains all the LUTs that you got with the bundle into your folder where all your LUTs are located, and then just restarting Resolve, and that's it, you're done.
Oh, thank you, yeah, I'm done.
If you get lost installing anything, you'll get a little text document that says help LUTs, and it will literally give you a step-by-step guide as to how to install it. But what you saw then is basically how you install the LUTs. What's really, really handy about this as well is it covers multiple different softwares. So if you're on Final Cut, for example, you will have a step-by-step on basically everything that you need to know when installing this plugin. And likewise for After Effects, Premiere Pro, you're covered. So I've got a shot here that's actually slightly overexposed, and I don't really like the colors of it. So let's jump into the color tab and mess around with some of the LUTs that you get provided with this. And just like the sound effects and just like the transitions, there's way too many, and I'm gonna be here all day. Vintage detective, vintage film, vintage fine. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, moon, hot value, fade 4, current, cruise. God, there's so many, I've lost the one I liked. Oh, that's really cool. So the bundle also comes with Cinematic Hollywood. So you've got like a John Wick style.
Yes, John Wick, that's right.
So we've got It, we've got La La Land, Joker, Shazam, The Gentleman, Terminator. There's Spider-Man Far From... Wow, okay. If you want your colors to look stylistically like these films, you've got them. Let's look at the light leaks. Just to give you a level of understanding as to how many light leaks you get, there's so many, downloading them was an issue, and I guess that's sort of a good issue. By the looks of things on here, they're all of fantastic quality, and there's a never-ending supply. You've got so many, you're never gonna need to look again. There's so many. I'm slightly overwhelmed by the amount. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of the all-in-one bundle with Visual VFX. If you're thinking of downloading this plugin, again, links in the description to it. You can get 30% off if you use the code DanVinci. Everything described and seen in this video is compatible with Windows and Mac. So if you're watching this video on a Mac and you've been wondering whether this will work with, well, Mac, it can. And it's worked fine on Windows, so I imagine it will work even better on Mac because Mac just tends to be more stable. But otherwise, I'm really, really impressed. This has been a really fun video, and obviously the montage you saw at the beginning of this video was done and made with this plugin, so props to them, really, really good. But otherwise, my name's Dan, you've watched DanVinci, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.